Pakistan continues to support cross-border infiltration into India. For this, its army regularly violates ceasefire agreement with India and sends terrorists from across the border to carry out attacks in India. On the eve of Diwali festival, Pakistan Army launched indiscriminate firing at the borders, killing at least 10 civilians and injuring many. Just few days later, Indian security forces eliminated at least 4 Jaish terrorists hiding in a moving truck in Jammu. Condemning Pakistan's support to terrorism, Indian Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar called for an international collaborative effort against terrorism in a recently held conclave in India.
In one of the deadliest face-off this year, Pakistan Army initiated heavy cross-border shelling on November 13 after Indian Army foiled an infiltration attempt along the line of control in the Kiran sector. The infiltration bid was foiled after the Indian troops at forward post spotted suspicious movement in the area, leading to the initiation of an unprovoked ceasefire violation from the Pakistani side. The Indian armed forces retaliated fiercely, destroying a large number of Pakistan Army bunkers, fuel dumps and launch pads. Multiple ceasefire violations by Pakistan Army from Gurez sector to Uri sector of Jammu and Kashmir led to severe casualties among innocent Kashmiri civilians and Indian security forces.
Every time that the ceasefire violation is attempted, it's also accompanied attempt for infiltration and the support by the Pakistan posts which are in this area. And Indian Army is giving a befitting reply to this desperation and the desperate act by the Pakistan Army and the terrorists. And in the counter action by the Indian Army, some of the posts were targeted and there was a precise destruction in this area.
Registering its strong protest against the indiscriminate firing at the borders by Pakistan Army, the Indian Ministry of External Affairs condemned the deliberate targeting of innocent civilians by Pakistani forces, highlighting the country's deplorable act of choosing a festive occasion in India to disrupt peace and perpetrate violence. Noting the escalation in terrorist activities from across the border, India's Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar indirectly slammed Islamabad for its role in supporting terrorism, calling it a particularly egregious example of state-sponsored cross-border terrorism.
As regards terrorism, the era of not my problem came to an end in 9/11. But it has still to produce a wholehearted international collaborative effort. We have in our immediate neighborhood a particularly egregious example of state-sponsored cross-border terrorism. The world is gradually becoming aware of the global nature of international terrorism. Our relentless efforts have kept it in the spotlight, bringing out related aspects like terror finance, radicalization, and cyber recruitment. The goal remains to reach a comprehensive convention on this subject, and we will not rest till that happens.
Despite facing backlash from all fronts, Pakistan continues to perpetrate terrorism in Jammu and Kashmir. However, its deep-rooted network of terrorism is getting thwarted all across the region. Recently, the Jammu and Kashmir police along with the CRPF eliminated 4 Jaish-e-Mohammed terrorists in a counter-terrorism operation in Jammu. The terrorists, who were hiding in a truck, were killed near the Ban Toll Plaza on the highway of the Union Territory.
जब चेकिंग चल रही थी तो एक ट्रक को रोका गया और जब ड्राइवर को उतारा गया तो वो वहां से फरार हो गया। शक जब हुई तो जो ट्रक था उसकी तलाशी ली गई और तलाशी के दौरान जो पुलिस और सीआरपीएफ की पार्टी थी उन पे फायर आया और जवाबी कार्रवाई शुरू की गई। धीरे धीरे और भी फोर्सेस ने ज्वाइन किया और लोकल वहां की आर्मी यूनिट ने भी हमारा साथ दिया। एनकाउंटर तकरीबन 3 घंटे तक चला, जिसपे हम पर काफ़ी भारी मात्रा में एम्युनिशन फायर किए गए, ग्रेनेड्स फेंके गए।
Hours after the terrorists were neutralized, Indian Army Chief M.M. Naravne issued clear warning to Islamabad, saying that the message was very clear for Pakistan and its terrorists that whosoever crosses the LOC to infiltrate into India would be dealt with the same manner and would not be able to go back. Experts say that it is high time for Pakistan to understand that with the change in the socio-political situations in Kashmir, it is no longer easy for them to hurt the prevailing peace and accord in the region.
One thing is very clear, that having abrogated 370 and having population having seen the improvements happening in Kashmir, certainly they do find a change, and this change is inevitable, and Pakistan will have to work doubly hard to make a dent in some manner as far as situation or peacefulness of Kashmir is concerned. Although they will keep working hard, that's a separate issue, but unfortunately it's not going well for them.
Intelligence reports suggest that with winter around the corner, close to 250 to 300 terrorists are waiting at their launch pads across the line of control. Although many infiltration attempts have been foiled this year, defense experts believe that the next few weeks would see a rise in infiltration beats and ceasefire violations.
Well, 300 of this terrorists being there in the launch pad, well, it's nothing unexpected really in this period of the year. Is the fact that it's going to be winter, and during winter when the passes close, there is infiltration. Infiltration is a little difficult at that point in time, and it's been our experience that during this period just preceding the passes closing, there's a surge in infiltration. Add to that the fact that they would like to internationalize the issue, which they've been trying for a long time without much of a success, and well, I don't see any success that's going to come up their way even now.
Scrapping of the temporary special status of Jammu and Kashmir has badly rattled Pakistan, which is desperately trying to infiltrate terrorists into Kashmir. Even as the situation in Jammu and Kashmir is returning back to normalcy, the country has intensified its efforts at increasing the strength of terrorists in launch pads along the line of control to create havoc in the region. Such consistent attempts of Pakistan at fomenting trouble and breaching harmony in an otherwise peaceful Kashmir reek of its duplicity.